Hello, I'm John from the Haun Informer.
And I'm Glenn from Fall Ritual.
And this is episode 40 of Fall Informer, and today we have a returning guest, Aidan from the new Dark Knight Halloween World Screampark.
What's going on, guys?
Yes. Awesome.
Oh man, it's good to be back.
Yes.
Good to
And
have you back.
yeah,
Thank you.
the
I
last
appreciate it.
the last time I saw you was at Transworld a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, Transworld. That happened right pretty much as I was moving out of Pennsylvania back to Long Island. So I was still kind of in like move mode. But like I'm glad I kind of got that reprieve. For a bit. It was nice.
Yeah. And we were talking before we started recording about different stuff we got. What did you end up getting that
At Transworld,
yeah.
I don't want to talk about all of it, but
Okay,
I
you don't
will
have
say
to.
we got pretty much entire new attractions for this year at Transworld.
Wow.
So I'll kind of leave that vague. We'll be announcing them kind of, as we get close to the season, but a
Yeah.
lot of really cool things are going on. A lot of cool new additions for this year. This is going to be our third year at Dark Knight Halloween World. The first year we called it Dark Knight Halloween Trail. And then we expanded into more of the large scale world aspect in the second season, going into our third now. So yeah, lots of big exciting things. This is going to be our biggest year ever, and we'll talk a little bit more about how we're changing it, because that's really going to be the thing that sets it apart from any other Halloween entertainment event, and I'll use that term loosely.
Okay. Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah. So John, I know you're familiar with say Louisville Halloween Fest, Easter night, or Halloween nights at Eastern State Penitentiary,
Yes.
Shacktoberfest, or
Yes.
yeah,
Yep.
Shacktoberfest.
I've never been to Shocktoberfest, but I've been to Halloween Nights twice.
No, Shacktoberfest,
Oh, I know Shocktoberfest. That's in California. Yeah.
California. Yeah, at the old
They
Queen
run it
Mary.
at the Queen Mary. Yeah.
Yeah. So my partners and I sat down and we pretty much looked at, we have a successful event.
Yeah.
We broke even in the first 2 years, which is like something that haunted houses don't do. And then, in our second year, we also made BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed called us number 15 haunt in the US, which was awesome. So, we're obviously doing something right, but how can we do it better? And how can we make it different? So the Screampark is still very much the anchor of the event. All the different haunted attractions and everything we have, the mazes, the scare zones, but it can be so much more than that.
Okay.
And we're transforming it not just from a haunted house to a Screampark, but from a Screampark to a full-on Halloween event, a full-on Halloween festival, if you will. It's almost like a haunted Halloween city.
Okay.
Yeah. We
That's
have
cool.
our friends at the Perks department, Hugo and them. They are setting up something called the Bizarre Bazaar, and it is a DIY horror punk flea market. So you're gonna have lots of shopping opportunities, small vendors and stuff. We also have been teasing that we are introducing a new pop-up horror 80s retro darkade this year. So lots of 80s, horror themed pinball machines and stuff like that. And we have so much to announce in the next couple of months. People are going to want to tune in and listen. Follow us on our Facebook pages, because the amount of news that we're dropping this year and the amount of stuff we're adding, it's truly mind-boggling. And we are so excited for this year.
Wonderful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So the whole thing's going to be like a giant, like not just like a like a big festival almost, and like
Pretty much, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, you come for the haunt, but then you stay for hours afterward, going through like everything else, and just having the Halloween experience on Long Island. This is Long Island's only true real Halloween event or Halloween festival.
That's awesome. It sounds amazing. Sounds like you don't just go for one thing. You go for
The whole feel.
a whole
Yeah,
event.
we're trying to make it, so where people could attend multiple dates, and we really want that because we're going to be having different events on each night too. For
Nice,
example, something interesting for Halloween. We're partnering with local movies that are coming out, and IPs and stuff like that. And we are actually doing a lot to promote them as well. There's going to be some aspects of the event that are themed to different movies coming out, and those are officially licensed, by the way. So we'll be having different events each night. There's going to be something new to stream at Dark Knight every single night that you come.
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
it's not just like a whole year. Like you're changing it every year. You're literally changing it night after night of like a different theme.
I mean, Long Island, I previously worked in the Midwest and, in Pennsylvania. for many years. And, haunts out there in more rural areas of the country have the added benefit of being able to, say, own the location or have a long-term agreement with the location they're at. And we do too, but the issue, especially with Long Island and our given scenario, you're not going to find a whole lot of haunts out here on the island which have year-round setups, save for like Bayville Screampark, for example. That's pretty much the only actual haunted house out here that does that.
Okay.
Everyone else, you can't own your location out here and make it work. It's just too expensive to acquire that property permanently. So haunted houses are more of a seasonal thing out here on Long Island, and especially with us, we're at a amphitheater, the Catholic Health Amphitheater at Bald Hill in Farmingville, and it's their naming rights season. This is going to be one of the most packed concert seasons they've ever had that I've seen. Their summer concert series is insane, and it's so insane that it's extending into the fall. And we tried, but we're really not able to do stuff throughout the year. In terms of Dark Knight. But what we're doing now is we're partnering with different companies, and different brands, different locations, and we are going to try to start introducing year-round horror events at different locations, different pop-ups and stuff like that. So there is that demand on Long Island, and we want to fill that. It's just no one realistically can. So you have to find the kind of way around the back door to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's an interesting challenge, because it's like I've gotten so used to, hey, we can leave the haunted house up year round and stuff like that, to, okay, everything's got to be modular now. And we just had to move into a new 3,000 square foot warehouse and offices to start pre-building everything, because it's going to have to go up like puzzle pieces. That's just the only way we can pull it off this year. So an interesting challenge for sure, but we're stepping up to the plate.
Nice.
Yeah.
It sounds awesome. It sounds like just a fun night, just, and not just like, oh, I've seen this tonight, and then get people back multiple nights and see what you guys got. I actually got a question for you about last year's theme and stuff. Well, you had like a 90s theme, which is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everything, our first year was like definitely completely 90s, but every year we've tried since then to kind of have more of a balance between 80s and 90s nostalgia. And it's a pretty good balance, but you're going to find both 80s and 90s references all throughout our show.
Who dressed up as the Mighty Duck?
That was our killer quacker. So we had a custom Jason Voorhees mask made in the shape of the Mighty Ducks mask.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That looked pretty awesome. And another theme that you did, I'm very curious how this came about and how you even do it. You did the band Kill Your Idols, the punk band you did like theme nights where like you had their music playing as you walk through. Like how did that come about?
Well, the whole haunted house, the whole attraction, and just the whole event in general, were very punk haunted house. It in the way that we do things, in our mindset, but also in our music taste. There's a lot of horror punk you're going to hear. There's going to be some synth wave and things like that, and some retro throwback, vintage sounding Halloween music. But there is a heavy emphasis on punk in our soundtracks, and we have a lot of connections with a lot of local punk bands around here on the East Coast. So, bands like Energy from Massachusetts, their EP Children of the Night is one of my favorites. We partner with Energy and we played their music. We partner with Kill Your Idols. And we're going to be doing that with a couple more bands this year, as well as my own band, Scarlet Overdrive. We're currently doing a theme song for Dark Knight, because how can you get more 80s than that? A theme song for a haunted attraction. So yeah, Jerry Vane and us, we're working on the theme song, and it's very 80s. So we're going to be introducing a lot of like original music and stuff like that. I have the idea that I want to release an actual EP to promote the haunt with the music that's going to be written for it. So we'll see if that can come to fruition. But if not, we're going to be releasing that single this year.
That's awesome.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So something I definitely want to talk to you about is I've seen on your social media that you've done mobile photo ops, potential photo ops with people, like with the cat killer, like with like the evil ghost-faced cat. You've done the photo ops with Krampus. Like, tell me about how you were able to pull that off.
Well, you referenced two different forms of what we do because we partner with different people and we do different events. But the copycat killer one that you referenced, that's in promotion not just of Dark Knight, but
Okay.
also the movie coming out that we're currently in production. And I believe the Kickstarter for that is launching this Wednesday. The movie's called Screamwalkers, and it's a heartfelt ode with a tongue firmly planted in cheek to the slasher genre, as well as shot on video films, because the whole thing is actually shot on video. And it combines Ghostface and Scream and things like that with a humorous approach to, say, Stephen King's Sleepwalkers, which is about cat people. There was a 90s convention that was happening at a local dead mall that's now being converted into a art space.
Okay.
So we set up there and we took our giant 6 foot tall inflatable Michael Myers. But we also set up a couple photo ops where you could get your photo taken with the copycat killer. So that was mainly to promote those things. Keep your eyes out for everything Screamwalkers. We got a lot of stuff coming out this year. But the Krampus, we have a very good friend who owns a business called Paper Doll Curiosity Shop, and she also has a vintage boutique in another town on Long Island. But she's been offering different photo experiences for a long time. We've always had a good relationship with her, so we've started working together to kind of introduce some more characters and some more things we can do year round. It's a private photo session. I actually got to model there a couple of nights as one of the monsters,
Okay,
and
nice.
people brought their dogs in, so I got to take pictures with dogs on my lap when I was wearing the Frank the Bunny costume from Donnie Darko. So we have some immersive photo experiences that we do as well called Eye for Horror, and these things are almost an extreme haunt that you get lots and lots of photo evidence of. It's basically you playing the part of the victim in the Saw franchise, or however you want to see it. But they're immersive experiences. They follow a storyline. They're all very safe, and we make sure there's lots of safety plans in place. But they are very intense. So it's I don't know if it's something you would want to do per se. I wouldn't sign up for it, but there's a lot of people who like stuff like that, so we fill the demand.
Yeah, I'm more of a traditional haunt that has some touching in it. That's more my style.
Exactly. You might not even survive things we've done called Dead of Night, which is one of the East Coast's first real extreme haunts. We've worked with Russ McCamey in the past on Dead of Night experiences. Again, I went to one and I would never go through another, but they are fun to put on, and there's a lot of people who do like them. So who knows? Maybe we'll see some Dead of Night stuff coming back.
I did Extreme Blackout at Phyllis Screams years ago and survived, so
You did, and that one they go pretty hard there too.
so
Yeah. Oh man, good times, good memories. So
yeah.
hopefully that can continue.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so you are one busy individual of putting these haunts together.
Yeah, I am. I do a lot of stuff,
in
but
your band.
it wouldn't happen. It wouldn't be possible without my partners. I have Marty, who is the guy who pretty much was one of the original co-founders of Blood Manor, which is now in NYC. The man founded Long Island Fear Fest, Halls of Terror at Fun Spot, Chamber of Horrors New York, Fear Manor in Queens, and now I'm lucky enough to have him as one of my partners here. And we also have our new partner, Mort Spook and Scream, who runs Horrorwood Studios out there in California, 631. And yeah, I mean, it's incredible. We're going to be able to now do a lot of stuff with movie themes and IPs. So that's going to expand us even more.
Nice, nice. And
yes, unfortunately, Mort could not be here. He was supposed to be on this call with me, but I don't know what's going on. I think he had a stitching problem somewhere along his neck that needed taken care of. So he's getting some medical attention right now, but we're pretty sure he's going to be okay. If people want a closer look at Mort Spook and Scream, they can also tune into the Haunt Life Tonight episode we just did with Reaper's Revenge. Mort was actually on there with me, and it was a very interesting interview, to say the least.
I'd expect it from Todd and Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Expect nothing else from them.
Nothing else.
Looking forward to see that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hey, can we just talk about the fact that a large-scale haunt convention is now coming to the East Coast?
East Coast,
East Coast Haunters Convention.
literally,
Yes, East Coast, baby. Taking over
literally.
the reins, the spot that used to be filled by National Haunters Convention. This one is officially produced by Transworld Shows, and I am excited.
Yes.
Literally 10 minutes from my house.
What are you kidding me?
10 minutes from my house. I literally pass that convention center every time I go to work.
Oh my lord. Well, it sounds like we're going to be getting some beers then next year.
And I'm so excited to meet everyone and find out who's coming and literally meet all these people that we've
Productions has
interviewed.
literally said they're going to be there already.
That's incredible. That's great.
That's awesome. Randy's going to be there, and it's going to be so much fun.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see my Reapers boys. That's going to be one hell of a weekend.
Yeah, they're already sponsoring it. They're one of the official sponsors of it.
Exactly, and that's how I know. Okay, I'm going to be hanging with them that weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see if this thing has the I don't know if you guys went to any of the Midwest trade shows that happened right around the time that Transworld bought it or before the time, but there was this atmosphere that just isn't there now, and it's not a a bad thing about Midwest. It just it disappeared, especially when it moved from Columbus. Okay. But I'm hoping this show might be able to bring back some of that atmosphere because the whole thing just felt like a Halloween party all weekend. It was great.
Okay. I've been to the Midwest Haunters Convention multiple times, and I enjoyed it. So,
have you been? Did you go to? It was still in Columbus.
No, I never went to the Columbus one. I went to the one in Illinois.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. There was just something special about the Columbus one, and maybe it's the nostalgia talking. It's very possible it's just the nostalgia talking, but that's just those were cherished moments in my life, and they haven't been replicated since.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I imagine it's going to be like a giant, like those like if you ever been to like Chiller Theater or Monster Mania, can like a big giant like part like a whole weekend where just
oh yeah,
I
want to go to Horror Hound. Horror Hound's still on my list of horror conventions to go to.
Is that the one out in Ohio?
I believe horror. I don't know if it's Ohio or Kentucky. Something's telling me it's Kentucky.
I think they.
Okay, that could be. Ohio, Kentucky, they're the same.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, Ohio and Kentucky. Yeah, even West Virginia. You get to a certain part of West Virginia, it's basically Ohio.
Yeah,
man.
But no, I'm excited to see how big this is going to be and who's all going to be there.
Yes.
How far people.
Well, hey, we all know that at least we are.
Yes. Yeah. We'll be there.
Man.
Representing.
Yeah, we're gonna bring the crew and probably show some younger haunters around, see what's going on, show them their first real taste in the industry, because that's the thing. Long Island, especially, a lot of the haunters out here just don't go to Transworld, and they a lot of them do, but there's a lot of them that just do this on the side, as a seasonal thing, and it's like they really don't know the extent of the industry. So I love being able to show people that.
Yeah. Because Transworld is great to open people's eyes to escape rooms and Christmas and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. And there's so much enveloped into the world now. It's so interconnected. It's interesting.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
What's the competition like out there on like Long Island? Like, I know you said you're like one of the ones doing this big festival thing, but like, is there a lot?
There is it's very saturated. It's almost oversaturated.
Kind of like
Pennsylvania, at least you had like 40 minutes between each haunt. Here, you're lucky if you get 20. I mean, you could come out here for a weekend and hit almost all of them because they're just so many together in one area.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, Long Island haunt trip, it's worth it, man. Come out here.
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to
go over those bridges.
See what New York's got to offer on the haunted attraction front.
They have some of the best modular shows in the industry because they're so concentrated at this point.
Okay. I'm curious, you did a really fun partnership with a like milkshake company with like cereal last year for Haunted Hills Estate. That was awesome. Are you going to try to do something in New York that's like that?
Oh, I already have many of those in the works.
Oh, awesome.
So expect a whole lot of cross promotion this year. There's going to be a lot of branding efforts and a lot of drops coming out. But because, that's just what I do. That's my talent is I can make these cool things happen. And I'm putting that into full force this year. Long Island has a lot of interesting businesses out of here. Independently owned, mom and pop, and then some smaller chains that are really down to do some cool stuff. It turns out. So keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah. Awesome. So talking about what you like, I wanted to ask you, like, would you say is like your favorite piece of merchandise from Halloween 3 you own?
Oh man, my favorite piece of merchandise. I will say I've been eyeing up that wallet since you got it. I mean,
Yeah, I got it.
you
Yeah,
can't beat the masks.
I got it.
Oh yeah, look at that thing. That's sexy. I wouldn't even want to put stuff in there. Come on, it's great. God.
I've got the shirt on too.
Oh my man, you know what's up. You know what's up. I mean, I always got the
Yeah, the
buttons on me.
pins. Yeah, yeah.
They're not in the right order, and I realize that. But and of course, I also have. Let me see if I can show this off without showing off my car. I got the It's an Irish pumpkin, so heavily influenced by Halloween 3.
Okay, interesting.
Nice.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh, Halloween 3 weenie. I'll take it. All day long, man. It's a genius film. It really is.
any incorporations of the movie into a haunt that you would love to
Oh,
do?
there's references to Halloween 3 pretty much in every single thing we do. Sometimes you have to just like look a little bit closer, but a lot of it has that heavy retro feeling with a lot of the synthwave that very much stems from the soundtrack that Alan Howarth and John Carpenter composed for Halloween 3. I mean, Halloween 3, it's easy to kind of take any haunted house inspiration from that, because the Halloween 3 is kind of like the most Halloweeny film of the Halloween franchise, and I feel like people are going to get angry at me for saying that, but
No, I agree 100%.
Oh yeah, because they actually have the mask with the company, and you go into the factory they're making them, and yeah.
Yeah, plus the inclusion of Samhain and the Celtic origins of Halloween and All Hallows Eve.
Sacrifice and
Exactly. That's what it all stems back to.
Mm-hmm.
Like my people, the Irish people, we gave you guys Halloween. So that's what happened. That's what it comes down to. So yeah, you're going to, if you really understand that film, there's going to be a lot of different areas of the event that you're going to see influence taken from that.
Nice.
Yeah. So just keep your eyes peeled.
Do you have any TVs with like the flashing pumpkin?
Oh, all over. I mean, last year we did like a short little motion graphic ad on social media to promote like our Halloween weekend, and we took like hand drawn stuff from our promo art and put those as the heads in the TVs.
Oh, nice.
So we're always doing callbacks. We love Halloween 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You do a lot of cool, like you said, obviously the punk band stuff has a big influence. You did an awesome like Circle Jerks themed T-shirt.
Yes. So awesome. My partner at the time, you're gonna notice in our storefront here, there's the Circle Jerks one, and then there's also a G.G. Allen reference shirt. Both of these are still available on our website right now. But again, that punk iconography, even some Misfits influence and stuff like that, it's all over what we do. It's a big part of our branding. But let's also just talk about a new piece of our branding that's coming out this year. Every single year, we have a custom poster, full movie-size poster done for us by Mark Schoenbach from State of Start Designs. If you guys are familiar with Dance with the Dead, Mark does all of their album covers, including their most recent one. He has this great retro style, and he's done one every single year of Dark Knight to reflect the theme change. Okay. And we're getting another one of those beautiful bad boys this year.
Wonderful.
So keep your eyes peeled for the merch drop.
Yes. Because I was looking at your social media for Dark Knight today, and I saw that if you bought merch one day, you actually got a ticket.
So yep. We ran that as a sale, and we might be doing something similar. So keep your eyes peeled.
Awesome.
So I'm curious. You've been in the industry long enough that I think you would know what kind of effects you like in the industry. So,
yes.
So what kind of effects do you like incorporating into your events? Like, do you like moving floors? Do you like fog effects, smells, overhead scares? What kind of mix do you like putting in?
I'm an atmosphere guy. My partner Marty is very much a scare guy, and I like scaring people as much as the next guy, but Marty has a talent for designing some really effective old school type of scares. I'm more of an atmosphere guy. I'm more of a tech guy. I want to build that atmosphere using the scents from Froggies and LED lighting and using atmospheric fog and things like that. Really in-depth soundtracks with good sound systems. That's not like, hey, let's take something off of YouTube and just throw it here. Forest sounds.
Yeah.
Every soundtrack we have in our show is custom designed.
Okay.
Atmosphere and effects and animatronics and using technology to our advantage. That's my thing.
Okay.
That's what I'm into. That's what I really try to do to set us apart from others.
Nice. Wonderful.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I will be heading to Pennsylvania soon to conduct a trade. I will be getting a couple of old Scare Factory animatronics sometime soon. So I will send you guys those as soon as I get them.
Okay.
So yeah, we do have a fair amount of new animatronics coming in, both from my personal collection and some new Transworld purchases. So keep your eyes out for those.
Yes.
And we will also have a custom animatronic character that pays tribute to one of the godfathers of our industry. So that is all I will tell you about that. But that's going to be an exciting little drop when we do that.
Nice.
Yeah, so keep your eyes peeled. Yeah, that's the thing. We just have so much going on. It's insane. It's a little overwhelming, but it's all exciting.
Wonderful. Because I saw you were like moving your giant necromancer from House of Shock.
Yeah. He's on his way out. It's getting to the point where it's like we have so much to do in the setup of the event that it's just almost not. We can't logistically make him work. And he's such a big piece. So he's part of what I'm trading away to get some more animatronics to populate our event.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I'm going to have to go here pretty soon because I got a meeting with some certain government individuals from the Institute. I have to obey them, unfortunately. But I really do want to see if I can get you guys out to the show this year. What is your schedule like in October? Do you guys have your trips planned yet?
We don't know yet. I have like one haunt plan, but
okay,
nothing planned yet. So I would love to come up there and check you guys out.
That'd be awesome.
Hey, there's a lot of great shows in Long Island. Long Island is a great haunt scene. So come on out here and check out some of the haunts. And at my haunt, you guys are in. I mean, I got press passes already lined up for you guys for this year.
Awesome.
Yeah, come on out. Love for you guys to get to see the show.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Awesome.
I watched some of the reviews of people too. They were funny.
Yeah, I mean, but those are the type of reviews you get for such a interesting show. Our shows is almost as humorous as it is, let's say, scary. Humor is a big part of it for me. But I think our reviews reflect that. I mean, we largely over the first 2 years we've done this, haven't gotten more than say 2 or 3 negative reviews in the entire time. So this is one of the best reviewed shows I've ever produced. And I think part of that is the inclusion of the humor and the fun aspects, because it's not about just being scary. There's more to Halloween than that.
Yes.
I don't care what your age is.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all about the form and being entertained,
Yep.
Put on, you can be scary, but you can also be very entertaining. And if you can pull that off, you can combine the two, then you got a brilliant haunt.
And that's why we try to emphasize spooky, because you don't have to be scary to be spooky. And spooky is almost more marketable. More people can enjoy spooky, because not everyone wants to be scared, but everyone wants to celebrate the season.
Yeah. Because I was intrigued that you have blow molds. That I was like, ooh.
Oh,
that's interesting.
I mean, with being a retro haunt, we have a large number of blow molds. We have vintage animatronics and props from old haunted houses, stuff like that. Nice. We're also going to be opening a Halloween museum this year as part of the attractions. So Spook Brothers Halloween Museum has some old relics from Halloween and haunted attraction industry in there on display. And we're doing that because we want to, preserve these pieces and show them off, show people how Halloween and the industry got to be where it is today. But we also don't want to put these props in the haunt because they'll get broken, and some of these are priceless. So come on down and experience the museum.
Yes. So when do you think the schedule for the upcoming season will be announced? Do you just have to stay tuned?
You have to stay tuned. We already know it. We're just holding off right now.
All right. So tell everyone your social media and where you can reach you.
Social media. All right. Instagram at Dark Knight LI. Facebook, Dark Knight Halloween World. We have YouTube channel. We have TikTok. the whole 9 yards. Our website, darknightli.com. And then to see more of our events that we do with our umbrella company, check out darkworldeg.com. That's Dark World Entertainment Group.
Okay, awesome. So,
Awesome.
I've been John from the Haunt Informer.
And I'm Glenn from Fall Ritual.
And this has been episode 40 of Fall Informer, and definitely stay tuned. And until next time, happy hauntings. Cool.
Stay spooky, guys.
Yes.